afternoon, Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. August 26, 2022. I just want to say congratulations to O.P.P, to William Wooldridge, to Blair Hardy, to O.P.P Spencer Mills, 14716, ex-chief, Staff Sergeants, Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Robert Kane, Dr. Tatiana V, and Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee, now Kingston, Shelley Hafner, mental health worker and cop, Dr. Tatiana V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell, Terry, triage nurse, Tanya, triage nurse, David, triage nurse, Paladin security, William Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jabin Allstein, and many others using this remote neural monitoring on me. I am the victim of brain injury. I am the victim of skull splitting. I am the victim of sex assault. I am the victim of kidnapping. I am the victim of being falsely charged for wanting police and doctors charged and others for crimes against me. I am the victim of attempted murder. I am the victim of identity theft. All through O.P.P, through revenge, through the ones named for speaking of their crimes since 2019. The human trafficking, the human sex trade, slavery trafficking, selling children to pedophiles and adults to sex offenders, and they are doing it through remote neural monitoring, using it for invasive spying to look and see through people's eyes, their victims. Through using it on children, using it on adults. It is being used on me. It completely and totally fucked my nervous system. I am being broadcasted through and being used through this is how I am going through my identity theft, is how I am being brain injured, and how I am going to end up being trafficked, and how I am going to end up being disappearing as William Wooldridge. I have his prisoner tracking on me. I have the remote neural monitoring on me. I have this identity theft. I've been seriously brain injured. For 3 years, I have not been able to get help. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals except for on me, skull deforming, facial deforming, and proving it every step of the way, and being called crazy, being called a liar by doctors, because when you report crimes by police and when you report crimes by doctors, they laugh in your face. They automatically assume you're crazy. And as far as Stacy goes, to Tatiana V, you need to answer for your lies against me. You need to answer for falsifying my files against me to get this done for your boss, William Wooldridge, and O.P.P, and Stacy. To get me medically blacklisted, to get me discriminated against, to help prevent me from help and being taken serious about what's happening to me. Helping buy time, along with the rest of the doctors in Paladin, kicking people out illegally to help buy time for their doctors and the cops. He was probably promised a position to be a cop. The day he kicked me out, he probably got a phone call. So, I have absolutely no feeling in my head. I am 50 years old and I am going through this identity theft, and right now I'm being broadcasted through by a person named Tyler Lake. He is approximately 30, 31, 32 years old, and another called Jay Van Alstein. They are co-drug traffickers with and for O.P.P. They are co-human traffickers. They are the ones that are getting paid very, very well. They are also involved in identity theft, financial thefts and frauds, collecting insurance, thefts and frauds on victims. I've been completely deformed, my skull, so Oh, congratulations, after 3 years this is finally done. But I'm not taking a fall for William Wooldridge O.P.P, who you've been refusing to arrest and getting a lot of help covering this up for 3 years. You are guilty of ending a bloodline, you motherfuckers, for revenge retaliation. This is how O.P.P framed, this is how O.P.P traffic, and this is how O.P.P murder, and they're doing it successfully right here in Napanee because there's no help. They know that there's no help for their victims. And that's exactly why they're doing it here and the way they're going about doing it. Using the remote narrow monitoring and other tech that a lot of people do not know about, and as soon as you start talking about it, they automatically assume, that it's crazy. Not true. Even when you can prove things. So, that's been my life. Kinda hard to see, but that's a picture of me. Christwood on Facebook will show and prove a lot more identity theft and change pictures to me. In case anybody, these pictures here are not showing up that good, but there is a lot more, like I said, on my Facebook, Christwood. So, I'm just doing this quick update to show what is taking place with me and how it is being done, how my identity theft is being done, and how I'm being mentally fucked up. I'm having all these junkie psychotics using this on me and broadcasting through me from it, and it is deforming me. It is injuring me seriously. I have no feeling left on the right side of my head or my face. It feels and smells like piss and shit going through me all the time from these bastards. And yes, everything is vibration, energy, and sound. Everybody has an etheric body, an auric body, as well as your physical body. And all of them can be hacked. If your etheric body is hacked or your auric body is hacked, that leaves it open to holes. And those holes can be penetrated through energy, whether anybody wants to think so or not. Through Wi-Fi, through cell phones, through computers. Back in 2019, I was sitting at my previous address. The ex-O.P.P chief went by. He waved, I waved back. As soon as I waved back, there was a black truck that pulled up beside him. They pointed something at me, they shot it, and it went into my right ear. And that's when the problems began. The lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, and everything else. I had no previous problems before August of 2019. I hadn't even been to a hospital or a doctor. In 7 to 10 years, I was mentally fine, spiritually fine, physically fine. I was growing, I was starting to do good. And then all of a sudden this happened because I spoke up and tried to help and save people from police that are human trafficking, using their badges, positions, and doctors with their credentials as a means to commit these crimes above suspicion and to get away with them. They also have a justice of the peace to make accusations against their victims to obstruct. So the whole right side of my face has been completely pushed out. I've lost probably 3 to 4 inches off my skull from being deformed. I am being completely and totally numbed from this, while my central nervous system is being completely and totally destroyed while they are using this. They can be done through Wi-Fi, cell phone, and computer. It's called EndoChat as well. So they see everything I see, they hear everything I hear. It feels like I got water or piss or something that's expanding my fucking head right here. I no longer have control over my head or my face or my eyes even. So, you're doing your job, you son of a bitch, but I'm not going to take the fall for this. This is about causing me long-term effects, and this is about revenge retaliation from me from O.P.P. They are also guilty of having my mother stalked. They were using R&M on her. Wooldridge, the last known username, Billy Wooldridge. And Blair Hardy was using R&M on her, which in turn caused tumors, which in turn caused cancer, causing her death. It was with intent. Reason, he was told that me and him were switched at birth. I am 50, he is 70, and he actually believes this. So, I can just be deformed on a daily fucking basis and have all these people using this shit on me and broadcasting through me, mentally fucking me up, physically deforming me, and this is a game to them. So, beware of this. They're human sex trade slavery traffickers. They're doing this to adults. I bet I am not the only one. And all of the people are conveniently unarrestable. So, remember this, people. That is Tyler Lake. That is Javen Allstein. Co-offenders with O.P.P and human traffickers. Be safe, everybody. Chris Wood, love all, hate none. If you like this content, hit like, subscribe, and share.